Alexander the Great was born on September 20 in the year 356 BCE at the Pella. His mother's name is Olympias, while his father's name is King Philip II. His mother's name
The Hellenistic period covers a period of Mediterranean history between the death of Alexander the Great and the emergence of the Roman Empire. Hephaestion. Hephaestion, son of Amyntas, was a Macedonian nobleman and a general in the army of Alexander the Great. By the far dearest of all the king's friends, he had been brought up with Alexander and shared all his secrets. Stateria the second, known as Barsine, the daughter of Stateria the first and Darius the third of Persia. After her father's defeat at the Battle of Issus, Stateria and her sisters became captives of Parisatis. Parisatis was the 5th century BC, a legitimate daughter of Artaxerxes I, Emperor of Persia and Andia of Babylon. She was the half-sister of Xerxes II, Sogdianus, and Darius II. She married her half-brother Darius and had 4 sons, Artaxerxes II, Cyrus the Younger, Ostanes, and Osaces. Her favorite was Cyrus, and it was on account of her influence that he was given. Bagwas was a eunuch in the court of the Persian Empire in the 4th century BC. Bagwas was a eunuch exceptional in beauty and the lover of Darius and later of Alexander the Great. According to Plutarch, Bagwas won a dancing contest after the Macedonian crossing of the Gedrosian Desert. The Macedonian troops, with whom Bagwas was very popular, demanded that King Alexander should kiss Bagwas, and he did so. With this, Athenius tells that King Alexander was also madly devoted to boys. In the book on the sacrifice at Lium, says that he was so overcome with love for the eunuch Bagwas that in full view of the entire theater, proposed causes of Alexander's death included alcoholic liver disease, fever, and strychnine poisoning, but little data support those versions. According to the University of Maryland School of Medicine report of 1998, Alexander probably died of typhoid fever, which along with malaria was common in ancient Babylon. And the week before Alexander's death, historical accounts mention chills, sweats, exhaustion, and high fever, typically symptoms of infectious disease, including typhoid fever. According to David W. Aldach, the death of Alexander the Great and subsequent related events have been the subjects of debates. According to a Babylonian astronomical diary, Alexander died between the evening of June 10 and the evening of June 11, 323 BC, at the age of 32. Alexander's sarcophagus, which leaves the most lasting impression on those who see it, is located at the Istanbul Archaeological Museum. The great marble sarcophagus with its exquisite carved friezes is called the Alexander sarcophagus, not because it belonged to the King Alexander the Great of Macedonia.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Tambivili and I will tell you some information about Alexander the Great. Alexander III of Macedon, commonly known as Alexander the Great, was a king of the ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon and a member of the Argead dynasty. He was born in Pella in 256 BC and succeeded his father Philip II to the throne at the age of 20. He spent most of his ruling years on an unprecedented military campaign through Asia and Northeast Africa, and he created one of the largest empires of the Asian world by the age of 30. Starting from Greece to the northwestern India, he was undefeated in battle and is widely considered one of history's most successful military commanders.
Alexander was tutored by Aristotle until age 16. After Philip's assassination in 336 BC, he succeeded his father to the throne and inherited a strong kingdom and an experienced army. Alexander was awarded the generalship of Greece and used this authority to launch his father's Pan-Hellenic project to lead the Greeks in the conquest of Persia. In 334 BC, he invaded the Achaemenid Empire or Persian Empire and began a series of campaigns that lasted 10 years. Following the conquest of Anatolia, Alexander broke the power of Persia in series of decisive battles, most notably the battles of Issus and Gaugamela. He subsequently overthrew Persian king Darius III and conquered the Achaemenid Empire in the entirety. At that point, his empire stretched from the Adriatic Sea to the Indus River. Go.
He endeavored to reach the ends of the world in the greater outer sea and invaded India in 326 BC, winning an important victory over the Kauravas at the Battle of the Hydaspes. He eventually turned back at the demand of his homesick troops. Alexander died in Babylon in 323 BC, the city that he planned to establish as his capital, without executing a series of planned campaigns that would have begun with the invasion of Arabia. A series of civil wars tore his empire apart, resulting in the establishment of several states ruled by Diadochi, Alexander's surviving generals, and hers.
Lang. Alexander was born on the 6th day of ancient Greek month of Ecbatombion, which probably corresponds to 20th of July 356 BC. Although the exact date is disputed, in Pella, the capital of Kingdom of Macedon, he was the son of the king of Macedon, Philip II, and his fourth wife, Olympias, the daughter of Neoptolemus I, king of Epirus. Although Philip had 7 or 8 wives, Olympias was his principal wife for some time, likely because she gave birth to Alexander.
Alexander's legacy includes the cultural diffusion of syncretism which his conquest engendered, such as Greco-Buddhism. He founded some 20 cities that bore his name, most notably Alexandria and Egypt. Alexander's settlement of Greek colonists and the resulting spread of Greek culture in the East resulted in the new Hellenistic civilization, aspects of which were still evident in the traditions of the Byzantine Empire and the mid-15th century AD, and the presence of Greek speakers in Central and Northeastern Anatolia until the 19th century. Alexander became legendary as a classical hero in the mode of Achilles, and he features prominently in the history of mythic traditions of both Greek and non-Greek culture. He became the measure against which military leaders compared themselves, and military academies throughout the world still teach his tactics. He is often ranked among the most influential people in this